And from their paddock side seat these days, two men who've played leading roles in the King George down the years, John Frankham and John Oaksey.
Well, John's played a leading role indeed on Borough Hill Lad, but he's never won an Ascot Gold Cup, and we're looking at a horse who did win an Ascot Gold Cup, the unluckiest disqualification I've ever seen in my whole life. He won by 5 lengths strictly on merit and was disqualified. Royal Gait, since then, sadly, has been handicapped by various ailments, but now Sheikh Mohammed, who bought a share in him after that Gold Cup, in fact he bought him altogether, sent him to James Fanshawe to be schooled over hurdles. James, of course, was very much involved in Crebensis' education. He'll expect he'll have taught him to jump, John.
Certainly, and he's done a wonderful job turning this horse out after such a long layoff. He's in really good form with himself. He was supposed to run actually at Utoxeter last week, and that was actually it was abandoned in the end, but James quite rightly took the horse out because conditions had got too wet underfoot. Looks, as I said, really well, and he'll have to have his best foot forward to win this. Might just lack a little bit of toe for around here on fast ground. Let's have a look at Would You Rather, because that's something that also applies to this horse. I watched him win at Newton Abbot last time. He beat a well-fancied horse of Oliver Sherwood's, was never really going until they got right to the end of the race, and then won quite nicely. If he copes with this faster ground this afternoon, he can stay in touch. Like all of Martin's horses, he'll be a very difficult customer to beat.
They all are.
Well, Trevado, Nicky Henderson's equal favourite here. It's a lovely horse. I rode him out yesterday, a real Christian. He's only had 2 runs in his life, won very easily here last time, and again they could have done with a little bit better ground. Might just end up needing just a little bit further than this 2 miles round Kempton, but nonetheless a lovely horse, certainly a horse with a big future.
He really caught the eye in the paddock, Trevado, walking around like a real athlete.
Well, one athlete who's been in training all over Christmas, Big Mackey's down in the ring.
And Trevado is now the clear favourite, 5-2 from 11-4. And been good money for Would You Rather. Did touch 7-2 on the course. That's now 11-4 second best. It's then 6-1 Ambrose, 7-1 Halcopus, and no confidence at all behind the unluckiest loser I've ever known. That Royal Gait, disgracefully disqualified in the Gold Cup, is 12 and 14-1 here. Trevado, the 5-2 favourite. And greatest jockey, you know all about Trevado, don't you?
Well, he obviously wasn't listening beforehand, yes, and hopefully some of the other viewers do as well. Let's have a look now at Hal Caboose, the Magnet Cup winner. He's also a winner of a good 11 furlong contest at Newbury, and he's probably one of the most exciting recruits. This is undoubtedly the most intriguing and certainly the best novice hurdle we've had so far this season. Mark Tompkins having another good year with his jumpers. Steve Smith-Eccles sporting a black eye from a fall last week, and like Royal Gait, I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how he copes with his first run over hurdles. Let's have a look at Ambrose.
Yes, Ambrose has won twice already. His only 2 runs over hurdles. He's ridden for his mother by Gordon Johnson Horton, and well, he's got the runs on the board over hurdles.
So Trevado, the 5-2 shot. Would You Rather, 11-4. Ambrose, 6-1. Halcopus, 7-1. Sorting themselves out, coming down towards the first of the flights of hurdles, and up on the outside it's Nikitas that shows the way. Ambrose racing wide with the orange cap, Nikitas with the orange colours as they come down to the first of the 8 flights of hurdles. All jumped it well. Royal Gait in the middle taking a fearsome hold, and they come down towards the second, and it's Nikitas leading. Ambrose wide in second. Trevado is racing in third. Out wide in 4 is Nidomi. That's a horse with a noseband all over the second. Then running through on the road is Rutland Water, and they've jumped 2, and Nikitas leads. Nikitas in the lead from Ambrose showing in second, then Trevado the rail third. Wide is Nidomi racing 4. Royal Gait taking that fierce hold in 5, and wide of that one is Dancing Sensation racing 6. And the French runner Marmatinac is one of the back markers, and so too at this stage is Would You Rather. He's only got two or three behind him, and one of those is Choir Master, and another one on the inside is Ashford Copse, one of the trailers as they head away from the packed stands and down towards the third flight of hurdles. And Nikitas leading. Nikitas coming to it. This is the third. Nikitas over safely, and they're about 4 in line for second. Trevado with the white sleeves on the inside of Royal Gait, and then Nidomi racing with Ambrose, and on the outside Dancing Sensation. Nothing much to choose between those for the places. And now Trevado, by virtue of a very good jump, comes to take it up. Would You Rather has made significant ground from the back, now close on the heels of the leaders, and it's still Nikitas though that just has it. From Ambrose on the inside, Trevado showing third, Dancing Sensation wide of Royal Gait hunting up the places. Halkapus makes a stride or two, and then just in behind these Would You Rather. These are closely attended by Mulhouse, who's racing mid-division, and then behind that one Ruddle and Water. Ashfield Copse, again one of the back markers, and having been up there early, Nidobi now starts the trail, but they're not that many lengths between first and last as they come down towards the halfway stage and down towards flight number 5, and as they take it, Trevado, Ambrose and Nikitas are the three that share the lead, with Dancing Sensation on the outside, Royal Gait and Ruddle and Water and Would You Rather. They're all queuing up to take a share of the lead. Just not off the length off the pace is Mulhouse, and then Ashford Copse and Choir Master, and up on the outside Marmatinac and the back mark in Nidomi as they stream over that one. Halkapus is wide of the field, settling in about 8th place, but they're starting to stretch now, and it's Trevado running the rail, comes through to lead it and lead the field with Ambrose in second, and then on the outside is Royal Gait, followed by Nikitas, then Halkapus with a run. Would You Rather sweeps through horses. Ruddle and Water with the pale colours. Ashford Copse is just in behind them when they start the turn into the home straight. 2 more flights of hurdles to jump and all to play for. But it's Trevado, the favourite, running the rail. Royal Gait on the outside. Ambrose is wide in the pale colours, light blue sleeves. Would You Rather chased along to get a position. Halkapus gets reminders, and they line up down towards the second last now. And Trevado and Royal Gait from Ambrose and Would You Rather, and on the outside, off the pace, Marmatinac is coming with a run. Royal Gait 2 touches down in the lead. Royal Gait going on. Royal Gait, Trevado the rail. Ambrose on the very wide outside. Marmatinac and Royal Gait is swerving right across the track, and Trevado is given the initiative as they come down towards the last, and it's Trevado who hits it and meets it running, and it's Trevado from Royal Gait and Marmatinac as they race up towards the line. Trevado's going to take it. Trevado clear by about 2 or 3, and at the line Trevado is the runner. Royal Gait is second, Marmatinac placed third, then came Ashfield Copse and Ambrose, and behind that one Mulhouse, who ran a cracking race, followed by Nikitas and Halkapus. Would You Rather was disappointing, but a long way clear of Nidomi and Choir Master, and one of the last to finish was Dancing Sensation. Last of all was Ruddle and Water, and so the result then of our opener hearing on Kempton, at Kempton I should say, on Rank Festival Day. It's a win for number 14, Trevado in the colours. This is Michael Ennever, trained at Lambourne by Nick Henderson, the 5-2 favourite, ridden by Richard Dunwoody. So what a terrific start for the day for him. Richard's 53rd winner of the season. Second horse home is Royal Gait. Third is number 7, Marmatinac.
Well, at this stage, I must say, I thought Royal Gait was going almost as well here as he did in the Ascot Gold Cup for Cash Asmussen. I just hope that he hasn't had a recurrence of his leg trouble, because you'll see, after he jumps the second last really well, flies it, he starts to hang very badly to his left. Graham McCourt has to let him run over to, there he goes, you see, not interfering with anybody, but giving the lead and the race, as it turns out, to Trevado. Just look at the French horse, grey French horse, Marmatinac, giving Mr. Condrat a great first ride at Kempton.
Yeah, gave him a good ride, held him up early on. Didn't get done too many favours by Royal Gait, but this was a lovely performance by Trevado. Richard Dunwoody gave him a superb ride. He's a horse that's certainly got a great future.
Trevado's returned the 5 favourite in 13 runnings to...
Well, Richard Dunwoody starting the afternoon off. We'll get news from Mac later on, and as I was saying before, and I was lucky enough to ride this horse work yesterday with Remittance Man, and this horse couldn't go with him, so that speaks volumes for Remittance Man's chances later on. Got some good rides coming up. He rides Mutari in the next game for Nicky Henderson.
And Royal Gait, as far as I could see, walked in perfectly sound, I'm glad to say. But he was no match for this fellow at all.
He ran a wonderful race, I thought, Royal Gait. He pulled very hard early on, didn't really settle until jumping the last hurdle down the far side, and maybe just got tired. Certainly jumped very well. Halcapoose looked a little bit novice-y, sure to improve, but this horse certainly showed no greenness, even though it was only his third run. Let's have a look at his starting price.
First, number 14, Trevado, 5 to 2 favourite. Second, number